18 minutes past 9 then. It is Tuesday morning, Riverside breakfast with me, Jason Rosamond, Battersea Power Station. And it's Track of the Week time. And joining us live is our Track of the Week artist this week, Alex Kate. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Jason.
Hello, thank you for coming in this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Now, I loved this track yesterday when I first heard it, because we don't listen at all until we hear it on the Monday morning. And my first reaction to this track, Lost Soldier, was, this would make a great Eurovision entry.
Ooh,
what do you think of that?
I like that.
Because some artists might go, oh, for goodness sake, what are you saying that for?
No,
but
I think that Eurovision, the standard has gone sort of way up. And
yes.
The new entrants, Remember Monday, are incredible.
I kind of want to say to the BBC, hello, have you seen Alex Kate's new song, Lost Soldier? Because it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I think it would do really well. Wouldn't that be amazing to do that?
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Tell us about Lost Soldier. What is it all about?
I mean, it is such a deep subject. I originally wrote the song and it was just me and not with MOBI1, but it's all about raising awareness for men's mental health. And it's a topic that should be talked about a bit more because the stats are bonkers. And since releasing the remix with MOBI1, who has this incredible story, he is a burn survivor. And so really he lives the song, and I feel like a bit of a fraud because I'm just a girl, but it's just
a girl.
Just a girl.
You're more than that.
But,
you're a powerhouse.
Oh, thank
Certainly
you.
with your voice.
But I just felt, with my music, I'm on a mission to help people, and this topic is particularly close to home, and it's just saying, like, I don't want any lost soldiers. Every soldier needs an army. And since releasing it, we've had so many DMs of people struggling. And it's an honor, really, to be able to, just listen or point people in the right direction. And so, yeah, it's great that we can use music as a voice for change.
So MOBI1 does a bit of rap, doesn't he, in the middle of the song? Tell us about MOBI1 then. Who is he and why is he on this track?
Well, so I originally released the track and my friend was like, oh my goodness, this would be perfect with a rap. And as you can tell by my accent, I'm not exactly a rapper. I'm far from a rapper, although I can try the the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap occasionally. And basically, this friend said, you must meet this guy. He's got the most amazing story and he's an incredible rapper. And we met and he wrote his part and we performed it at the Troubadour and we were like, okay, we've got to record this. So it was just, the room was electric and he's got this incredible presence and he's incredible. He's going to go far.
What is the story?
The story of him.
Yeah.
He was an aircraft technician working in the kind of safety area. And he sadly didn't get the right handover and was involved in an oxygen explosion as a result. So he's got burns everywhere. And the crazy thing I find, I've been sort of, him and I are going around sort of interviewing people around London, and obviously he's got his mask. And I'm getting so many comments and sometimes understandably.
So he wears I'm just looking at your Instagram while we're
a face mask.
So he wears a face mask.
And so many people are like, why is he wearing that?
Like a COVID face mask.
It's a kind of it's just got eye slits. So it is a little bit like I don't know, people could get intimidated and I get
see
that.
It now on your Instagram, which by the way is, just so everyone knows, Alex Kate Music, isn't it? Alex Kate Music.
Yeah, exactly. But what's interesting then, I'm able to say look, no one knows what's going on underneath the surface. He's got a visible mask, but I guess a lot of us wear our masks. And so I guess it's a good entry point to be like, no, we've got to make sure that we treat everyone with kindness because we have no idea. But he's actually relaxed about it. And it was really fascinating just going around with him and just seeing people's reactions to him. And I've definitely learned a lot through this process.
Well, let's have a listen to the song. We'll talk more to Alex after the song, but it's brilliant. Have a listen.
Radio's Track of the
There we go.
Hey, I'm Alex Kate.
Oh, wait. It's beautiful, isn't it? Lost Soldier, Alex Kate and MOBI1 on Riverside Breakfast. That is our track of the week this week here on Riverside Radio. Where did you get a voice like that, Alex?
Oh, thank you so much.
Where did it come
I
from? Have you
don't know.
always been a singer?
I have. I was classically trained and wanted to
Were
do
you?
opera, but then I didn't sing for years.
Because you're local to here, aren't you? You live in
Yeah,
Battersea,
exactly.
born and bred. Well,
Yeah.
no, you grew up in Norfolk, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
came to. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 10 years.
10 years. So
Yeah.
did you come? Were you singing at home and then you continued to sing here?
I actually only started singing in lockdown.
Oh, really?
I used to work in music, and then I was like, I basically thought, if the world is going to pot, I might as well start singing.
You worked in music. You thought, well, why can't I be the
Yeah,
music?
exactly.
Absolutely amazing. So you've only been doing it since lockdown.
Yeah.
What got you then? Were you on furlough?
So I was working for a tech company at the time. I'd quit music because it's challenging. And then I basically was like exhausted, and I was like, actually, what's the thing I most want to do when I go to sleep at night? Because I was sort of living vicariously through my dreams. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sing. And I just went 110 miles an hour, was offered a massive deal after my first release, but said no. And I've just kind of been developing myself.
And where are we at now with Lost Soldier? Is that part of an album or what's going on?
So that is the final track of my fourth EP. And then now I'm working on an album with some guys in Nashville, which is very exciting.
Did you get to go over there?
I went over in
Oh,
October.
did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was insane. Like, there are machines out there. Like, you go for a writing session and you write like 4 a.m.
It's like a factory.
Oh yeah, it's insane. And I mean, you're living and breathing music. Like, there's almost like this energy there that you're like, okay, I'm gonna make a hit. And
Is that something that's not here in London? That kind
I
of
think
feeling,
so.
that kind of drive.
I think so. I think it's just the stories. I'm sure there's pockets around London. I'm going to go record the second half of the album at Cog Studio, which is by the Kinks. And that, I've heard, has got like that energy.
Yeah.
So it's just finding those like lovely little places where there's stories and history.
I want to hear more of your music now. I want more. I want more of it.
I'll give you a sneak peek.
Stay with us. We've got more from Alex Kate, our Track of the Week artist, here on Riverside Radio. Mirren's got all the latest local news, sport and weather coming up next in Riverside Reports. But we'll be back with Alex in a moment. So 9:37, it's Riverside Breakfast with me, Jason Rossum at Battersea Power Station. We're joined by our Track of the Week artist, Alex Kate. Alex, you have got a big gig coming up in Camden, haven't you? The Camden Club.
Yes,
when is it?
I have.
What are you going to do? And people will be able to hear Lost Soldier there, won't they?
Exactly. So I've got this gig on the 27th of February. So it's a Thursday, and I've got MOBI1 joining me on stage.
Great, so he's going to be there doing his rapping.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. And I've got my producer over from Nashville who's playing for me, and amazing support acts, a guy called Luke White, who's this kind of like Ben Howard, gravelly voice. We've written a song together that we'll be performing. And then a guy called George Bone as well, who's awesome too.
You like collaborating, it seems.
Oh, I think it's the way forward. I think cross-pollination, getting kind of new views, also different sounds. Like, I never in my wildest dreams thought like a year ago that I would be collaborating with a rapper. And then...
Thank goodness for that friend.
Yeah, exactly. Big shout out to Josie. She's incredible. So yeah, it's fun. I'm sort of finding my feet, putting one foot in front of the other and seeing what happens.
So you're at the Camden Club, 27th of February. Do you play locally to any of the venues in South West London?
I have in the past, but I hope to play at the Magic Garden in the future.
Which is just around the corner
I
from us
know.
here
So you
in
have
Battersea
to
Park
come.
Road. The Magic Garden, great little venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
They always do some great live music there, don't they?
They really do.
And there's not enough places. We were talking about this a few weeks ago. I think it was Live Music Venue Week or something like that. There's not enough, is there? Do you agree?
Yeah, and I think what's really hard is the finances of it all. Like, even just the places I go play, some are better than others, but actually to put on a gig costs so much money. And then you've got the band on top and stuff like that. So a lot of artists, and I get it, like, you know, there are lots of costs for these businesses. But I wonder, we were just talking off air, like the UK music scene is tanking a little bit. So there needs to be investment, because music is music is such an important
It's such
thing.
a shame as well, because we're amazing at music, the
Yeah.
British, aren't we? I mean, absolutely, from a tiny little island, look what we've achieved.
I know, but I was listening to this music economist who is he's called Will, I've forgotten his surname, and he was saying that actually what's a shame is there's a lot of countries, well, it's good and bad, but a lot of countries are just supporting their own languages, and
Right.
actually British and American artists are not hitting their charts.
Right,
Like
because
South
Spanish
America.
is very big, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's very interesting. With you, Future, you've got Lost Soldier out there now. You've got your gig at the 27th of February, the Camden Club. What happens next for you?
So I've got this duet with Luke White coming out in March, and then I've got my album, which half of it's done. Well, it's actually being mixed right this second, and then recording the other half and writing I was writing till 2 a.m. last night. So
Crazy.
I'm a bit tired.
Are you better writing at night?
I think so, but it's sadly I'm doing America time. But but anyway, it's yeah. So that is, I'm hoping to start releasing that in the summer whilst doing a bit of a tour around the UK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you'll be going back home to Norfolk.
I hope so. Go to Norfolk, go to Manchester.
What's the music scene like in Norfolk? Where are you from in Norfolk?
So I'm near Norwich. I've performed at
So Norwich is quite big.
yeah. It's big. There's the Arts Centre, which is awesome, and then Waterfront, where I've performed also, which is, they have some great acts. I think the UEA University, it brings in some good people.
Yeah,
So.
so you're going all over the place with
Yeah.
your music. Oh, fantastic. Well, listen, where can people find out more about you? Tell us all your socials and your website and all of that.
Sure. So alexkatemusic.com, and then Alex Kate Music on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm very active on TikTok and Instagram. So feel free to DM, and if you're an artist as well, like I love encouraging people. It is quite a lonely place being an artist, so feel free to DM, and yeah.
AlexKateMusic.com. Alex Kate Music on all the socials as well. And just before you go, Alex, we've been talking about friendliness. It's interesting you're saying it's a lonely place for a musician out there. We've been talking about how friendly South West London is. There's a family who lived in Twickenham for 10 years. They moved to Lancashire. There was a big article about them in the Standard. And they've said over the last 3 years they've lived in Lancashire, they've made more friends than they ever did in Twickenham, and people are much more friendly. Would you say the same about South West London? You've been here 10 years in Battersea.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
it a friendly place?
I think it's friendly. I would say it's more friendly than West London. I would say.
I'm the same about West London. When I first came to London, I was in West London. Chiswick, didn't like it.
No,
This is much better.
I feel like I'm friends with my neighbours. They're pretty awesome.
Really? You know
Yeah,
your neighbours?
I know my neighbours.
There you go. Mirren, you don't know yours yet, do you?
No, I don't know. My
You need to
neighbours,
knock at the door.
sadly, I
Yeah,
know.
You need to make an
I speak to
apple
them-
pie or
I
something.
speak to them sometimes when they take my package or
There you go.
you know, something like that.
Invite them
but
in for a cup of tea.
Yeah,
or
like-
maybe something, I don't know, maybe a whiskey.
maybe a whiskey, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, so you would say that, it's quite friendly.
Yeah, I
in
would say so.
Battersea.
I'd
Yeah.
say so.
Alex, thank you so much for coming in. It's a pleasure to meet you, and well done on Lost Soldier. Good luck with it, and we'll be playing it for the rest of the week here on Riverside Radio.